right, guys, you are now tuned in to WadeDifferent. I am Njie Sabik.
I'm Luke, No Skywalker.
Are you?
I am.
It's your boy Mike on the mic. And in front of me, we got CMG Breezy in the building.
You know, we in here. You know,
Building.
have to come check you guys out.
Hey,
WadeDifferent, so I'm WadeDifferent too.
Hey.
That's love. That's love.
One
That
day,
was
I'm,
love.
one day I'm gonna be CMG. I better stop
You
playing
feel
with
me?
you.
Shit,
You hear my bars?
We
You
can
know, I
talk.
heard
I
that.
Yeah.
just gotta, you gotta just bring that A game and make sure you're investing in yourself, and we partner up.
This man,
That's
what we do.
Go. Hey, I like that.
I'm about to quit everything in life and just put
Oh,
everything in the
Lord.
rack.
Right,
Stop
about to
playing
put
with
on the CMG hoodie.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
don't do
right.
it. Don't do it.
But
All right.
talk about Kendall, man. Like, that's where you from. You repping hard.
I mean, Kendall's dope, man. I think people over there can kind of support each other more. But other than that, it's a good place to grow up. There's not a lot of violence, and you really get whatever you fall into is on you, cause you see everything from the bad and the good, and it's like, it's up to you what road you go to. Cause a couple blocks away or anywhere, we're in Miami, so you can really fall into anything.
You sure can.
Yeah.
But I like how you said, you wish that it had more support. Do you think that you don't get that much support from Kendall because they may not be into those things or into the things that you're into? Or
No, I think it's just something like people don't want to like work under each other or necessarily see you bigger than them, or that's how I feel. But there's a lot of love, don't get me wrong.
No,
but
yeah.
I just feel like the community is big and we could do a lot more for each other than what we're doing.
Yeah, and definitely put a name out there for Kendall,
Yeah,
so it doesn't have to be
exactly.
divided. Oh, Miami-Dade, Kendall, da-da-da. It's Kendall. Just
I mean, to me, it's never been divided. Kendall's always been Miami to me. Like, it's 20 minutes from the airport, and from the airport, you're at the beach in 30 minutes. So, to me, it's been Miami. I don't know. I never heard that before.
Right.
Like, Kendall's not
we
Miami.
ain't gonna point no elbows.
Nah, I mean, hey, I heard it. I just hear it. I don't.
But yeah, I mean,
claim Kendall.
Yeah, I mean,
Kendall is Miami.
Kendall, Cutler
Kids
Bay,
out
down
here.
south, Homestead, like, that's all Miami.
Yeah.
Naranja, Perrine, all
Come
that.
on now.
It's just to the point. I feel like they don't get like such a big spotlight down there. So I feel like in people's eyes they tend to. Well, I'm talking about people here in Miami. That's why I think it tends to get separated. But people, you gotta let them know. Like,
I mean,
that's still,
I guess there wasn't enough people repping it, or
That's what I
or
mean.
repping it the right way.
we were
Yeah, that's what I
talking
think.
about that earlier, that a lot of people don't get the ear from a lot of people that come from Kendall. They don't really get the ear, or just South Miami period. You know what I mean?
I think we kind of changed that.
Mm-hmm.
And
the narrative.
yeah, and we like, I kind of made it as far as me, like, Kendall is Miami to me, so I always say Miami.
Right.
It's Miami-Dade County.
sure,
Went to
yeah.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools, so it's Miami to me. So
Shouts
I'm
out to
I'm
Killian.
a Dade County kid, Chico to the death. So.
Facts.
How were you able to build your team? Especially coming from Kendall, where you're saying that some people don't like to work up under other people. So how were you able to build a solid team?
I think
for
I just
yourself?
surrounded myself around the people who love doing what I like doing. So I will always stick around that. And then I think I found out what I loved doing early, which was being around music. And at first I started doing music videos, and that's how I got in the game. So I think I just found my gift early, and I knew what my purpose was, And then
That's a
so
blessing.
that would let me know early who I needed to be around.
Yeah.
Who's going to music school, who went to Full Sail, or even all my friends went to Full Sail. I didn't, but
Oh, so that's pretty cool though. So you looked for people to be around you that actually excelled or took their craft a lot further than just saying this is what I want to do.
well, I just didn't want to be in the trap no more. I wanted to be around people who did music videos and
Yeah.
film and photography. That's what I was doing at the moment. So I just wanted to be around the best people in Miami, and at that time was my boy Brian, which is Soda's boy, and that's how
Shouts
we
out to
clicked.
Soats.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out to Soda. That's how we clicked, and we I met Brian and Marco at the beach, and they had a camera on their shoulder, and I just walked up to them and asked them questions, and from there we started building, and we went on to being on sets with Maybach Music and Stay Scheming, you name it, we were there, like Yellow Diamonds, all those videos that Ross was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what made you transition from the camera to behind the board?
Yeah.
At which point did you say like?
I lost my camera on tour. They actually, I guess, stolen. I left my bag in a basketball court. Got stolen, and I was on tour, and it started with like, what else can you do type of vibe, and
Right.
you know, I started with some. I did Gotti's all his merch for I Am tour, and I would set up the table, you know, and sell the merch, and from there, I would gather beats, and every time Gotti was in the studio, like he just knew like I had the ear for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it started like that, and it would be like, you got more beats, and you know, it just became like every time Gotti was in the studio, I had to be there.
Like
so
you were like he
I
was calling for you, or you were making
like
it.
I was a microphone. Like,
So
Yeah.
what gave you this early ear? Like what early influences? Like
I think
into music?
my culture, being from Colombia,
Colombia, okay.
and just like we have a lot of African culture in the coast, and things like that. Like I think all that came from me being Colombian and being around music early and seeing my mom and my aunts dancing and everywhere, and there's a carnival over there. It's all like Caribbean,
Okay.
you know. So I feel like, yeah, I just fell in love with music early. Like when I was a kid, I used to really listen to the music and the words, and I knew nobody would talk about it like that. So I knew a lot of people don't really listen. Like they just be like, oh, that's a nice beat.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be like, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's just that's how.
It's art.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know,
that's how I be feeling sometimes. But I just don't have the patience. I be like,
to create a beat.
yeah, like first time I seen a soundboard and like a beat maker, I just started making some stuff, and I was like, I don't know. What
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing,
you see,
and
I'm not a beat maker. I'm a producer. I orchestrate. Like, for example, I bring together the best people I feel that are gonna put together the sound that I'm looking for. So I don't necessarily
That's
be
hard.
making beats.
Right,
I'm not
from
a
scratch.
beat maker. I'm a producer. I'm something like Diddy. Like that's what I want to be. That's what I
You
look
just
up
put-
to.
you
Jimmy
put-
Iovine. And
You put power teams together.
yeah, I mean, I put the whole idea. Like I could be in traffic, and that's how I thought about Pose. Like I just knew what drums I wanted and what sounds I wanted to put in it, and I just put it together.
It's almost like the brains behind the single.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of beat makers out here, and they have 100 beats, but they don't sell them, and they don't come out as singles. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they don't come out and be Billboard charting hits. You know, and
I saw something that you said on your IG about a whole bunch of artists and painting, and like basically the gist of it was like people not marketing themselves correctly.
yeah, I feel like people don't spend the money in the right, or they're afraid of spending money in the right things because it might be like they don't believe in themselves 100%.
Yeah.
But you gotta spend to make. So whatever you put behind marketing, that's your money's gonna double up or triple up if it's a good product.
Yeah.
You know. So I would put most of my money behind marketing nowadays. Feel me? 'Cause
Wait,
the internet is everything.
It is everything. But hold that thought. You guys, I want to take a break real quick. That's all right.
Say less.
Yeah.
For sure.
Say less. Okay.
Say less.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, and we are back. And we're going to jump right back in.
Of course, you know we here with Breezy, straight out of Kendall,
Yeah.
You know.
by the way of Colombia. What
Yeah.
part of Colombia?
Barranquilla.
Oh,
Barranquilla.
I just like the way that sounds. Say it again.
I can't spell it.
Say,
Barranquilla.
I like to say.
Barranquilla.
Yeah, that's the
Let
coast.
him say it.
But I said it perfectly.
Barranquilla.
Oh,
that's the
no,
coast.
you ain't
yeah.
say that. Did you hear that R?
That Spanish.
Did you hear that
I
R? No, do it again one more time for him because he got to get it. He gotta-
Barranquilla.
Barranquilla. That wasn't exactly like it.
That's it, that's it, bro.
Chewbacca.
Tú sí jode mucho.
Oh, okay, boy, busted out. I like that. That was good.
Let him know.
No, he said
That
it with
better-
a good accent.
That better be all love. What
Me-
was that?
Of
No,
course.
that was
Mi amor.
that was another shot. Like
Tranquila.
how you been doing.
Tranquila, mi
That's
amor.
another one.
Right? Stop playing with me.
All right, so you're saying that the IG is everything, right? That's what you said for as far as marketing?
Oh, internet.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I mean,
internet.
not just
Okay.
IG, but yeah, just knowing. First of all, just knowing who your market is, and if it is the internet, which is mostly nowadays is what it's gonna be, because that's where the kids are at.
Yeah.
That's what you need to attack. So yeah, that's how I feel. Like You know, I don't feel like people are rolling out their music or having, you know, doing it the right way. They're just throwing a lot of music out there and not putting it out the right way. Where
What do you think is the right way then?
I mean, just you gotta make the people excited. So when you put something out, like a lot of people are tuned in, and you know you're gonna get a lot of streams. You gotta excite the people. You gotta be different, way different. You know?
Hey.
Come on with these plugs.
I like this guy. I knew there was something about him.
I know. Before I get into my other question, I was scrolling down your IG and I saw how I guess maybe those were real conversations that people were having with you, and they were like, "Yo, give me a beat." And you would ask them.
Yeah, they actually took that from me, man.
That was so funny. Was it from you? Because you were like,
yeah, they took that. They made that a meme where
they did.
Yeah, somebody just asked me. I woke up one day and they asked me, "Can I get a beat?" And I just put, "What's your budget?"
Yes.
And he says $0, and I'm like, you know, you could take it two ways. You either like be offended, or I was in a good mood, and I just sent him a beatbox.
No, that's how he said it though. He was like, "Yeah, all right, nice, bet."
Yeah,
and he just go.
Yes.
There go your beat right there, big fella.
Bro, it took off though, it went viral. All the producer
did.
pages posted it, and then somebody else like did the same exact thing I did.
Yeah.
Like
What
another
makes you
producer.
not get offended though? You know.
I mean, about that, I don't get
Yeah.
offended. I mean, I did it for that, you know, just to inspire.
No, when they ask you, meaning. Like
when they ask me?
Yeah, and they know they don't have a budget.
I mean, you're just wasting my time. It doesn't offend me. It's just like, it's not funny. It's not cool no more. Like, you know, you shouldn't, I wouldn't reach out to nobody if I'm not money ready or.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not always about the money, but it's just the way you do it too, you know.
Say if their budget wasn't
The way you
something.
reach out, like-
What if their budget was, like you said, money isn't everything, but what if they didn't have the budget?
I mean, it's just the way.
It's still just their
like,
approach.
To me, like I'm gonna go. If you DM me, I'm gonna go to your page. If I see that you're investing in yourself and your videos are up to par, and to me is a good investment, then I'm gonna reach out to you.
So that's the way you like do your whole A&R thing. But what if it's like, do you ever just discover somebody like with just raw talent or?
Oh yeah, I discovered 55 bags, and
I was just gonna say I saw him.
yeah,
on your page.
he signed to CMG, and
Nice.
I was just chilling, bumping SoundCloud, and his song came, and I didn't know none of him, and I literally just loved this song. And,
Yeah.
you know, we signed him straight off music. It had nothing to do with
that's
followers and that.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is like, cause you know most A&R, well, the way the music industry is now, like from what I see, is like it's not just you got talent. It's like, can we market you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, me necessarily, I like coming up with people. So to me, it starts with the music. If the music is something that I can push, like is mine, then I'm gonna run with it and push it like it's mine. You feel me? That's what I do with my people. And if I can't feel that feeling, then I'm not even gonna take on the project. So, I'm working with 94 Fat, so he from Cutler Bay. Like, it's just like if I feel your music and you're constant with it, where you're making good music consistently, I'm gonna believe in it just like probably more than the artist.
More than the artist.
For sure. Now let me ask you, elaborate if you don't mind a little bit on your relationship with Gotti and how did you guys really like link up?
I was doing videos with Maybach Music and Dre Films, and he wasn't in town, and they needed somebody to do behind the scenes. And Gotti's manager, B-Mims, hit me up. B-Mims was the manager at the moment, and they just said they needed me to do behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled up. I brought Soda with me, and we killed the behind the scenes. And I just pulled Gotti aside. I was like, bro, like,
no,
we could do this for you on the road, you know, like be consistent with the vlogs, media. Like I was on this early. And music videos, and I just told them, like, you know, what Ross was doing, like we could do this and be consistent with the content. And
That's what's
I've been
up,
on the
though.
road with him ever since. About to be like 8 years. Yeah, it was funny because me and Soto were like, oh, you tell him, like, nah, you pull him to the side. And I'm like, I'll do it, man, let's go.
Oh, that's
dope, man. Now you're like his go-to guy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, as far as music, for sure. And behind the scenes, I work a lot with just anything creatively. You know, it's not just music. It could be a caption. It could be the way you edit the picture on your IG, and how to post it.
Yeah, I could tell you have a very big marketing mind to your point,
Yeah.
as far as how marketing is important and everything. I can see it in you, the way you think. And
it's a mogul mindset.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
it's
it's execute
CMG
everything.
University. You know,
Yeah.
I've been around Gotti for 8 years now, and I take notes. You
Yeah.
know, I'm that fly on the wall, just listening, and you know, it's cool. I'm waiting for my turn, and I know it's coming.
For sure.
You know,
You know, 'cause
those,
I was gonna ask you, I
those
heard-
people been working for a long time, so
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just here grinding till you know they
Till
want to
it's
give
showtime.
the spot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard you know, talking a little bit earlier about some pieces that maybe that was put together but didn't get the shine that you have wanted it, or you may have wanted it to get. You know, how does that affect you at all when you do produce something or you put something together and it doesn't get the recognition that you wanted?
I mean, it just makes me hungry. I just, you got to know how you not what you're doing wrong, and just come back and try to do it again and keep going. There's no.
Do you
going
try to
back.
still push that same?
I mean, to me, is I always tell the artist how much worse can it get. You know, it can't get worse than this. You might as well keep going. You know, there's no going back.
Yeah,
once
that's
you're
resilience
too
right
far
there.
in,
Yeah.
Of course.
and too deep in the water to go back.
So along this road, right? Can you speak about some of the like trials and tribulations you've been through that can come to mind? Like anything that almost made you stop, or
Tour, man, it's hard.
Really?
Being on tour,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people on the bus. You know, like people been around Gotti for 10 years, and you know, sometimes you don't get a bunk, and it's not because it's not your bunk. It's just there's not enough bunks.
Yeah.
And you could go home. It's up to you what you do. And to me, it was just a sacrifice. That's how I saw it. So it didn't matter what I had to do. I just made sure I was working and saying my ideas and never scared to speak up, you know, because if you don't speak up, you don't get fed, you don't get nothing. You know?
Exactly.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
So you
Very
don't,
true.
That's what's
your
up.
idea, you'll never get your idea out there. So I guess I'm never scared to say my idea when I always speak out of my head, like whatever I'm thinking, I'm gonna say it. So if you're talking about something creative, I'm gonna tell you my idea, what I think you should do. So I think that's what Gotti liked about me, and that I was always pushing to do something, you know, not just be around.
yeah, that sacrifice that you made like on tour. Like, can you speak about like family as
Oh,
well?
yeah.
Oh
exactly,
man,
'cause that's my
it
question.
gets lonely, man. I cried on tour before, like,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
not on no like, oh, it's just like you know you get homesick, bro, and you didn't grow up with these people, and it's
Yeah.
they've been around each other for more than 5-10 years,
Yeah.
and it gets lonely, you know. You miss Mother's Day, you miss your mom's birthday, you miss
Yeah.
your sister's birthday, you miss, you know, all of a sudden you miss Christmas, and it's like. Sometimes you get lost, but it's like this what you got to do to get up there, you know. And the people are gonna understand, they're gonna stick by you, and the other ones are gonna leave, you know. And that's how it is.
But for the most part, your family sticks by you, and it.
I mean, for the most part, I guess at first you just gotta show them
That
and
it's
show them
real.
the picture that is real, and then you know they won't call it a hobby no more and shit.
Well, I mean, look at you now. I mean, you got Pose streaming
Yeah,
everywhere,
they-
popping off.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you a producer
Down in the
question.
DM
here.
was the first thing.
I was just gonna say that. Down in the DM, I know you had a part in that too. Now, let me ask you as a producer, like, how do you? In what moment do you know, like, oh, yeah, this is gonna be big? Like, 'cause
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are big singles.
To me, you never know, but it's a feeling. Like when you hear that song, like to me in music, there's no in between, bro. It's either it's fire or it's whack. It's not. It's okay. Nah. So when you get that feeling where you know it's fire,
Yeah.
you just gotta run with it.
Did you need to hear Gotti's verse on Pose to be
Pose,
like?
no,
Because Pose, the
Pose-
beat is incredible.
Pose, I feel like I structured it for Gotti just had to come in
And do his thing.
yeah, not that I did no reference to it or nothing like that, but you know, I had the camera noise in there already, and I
Yeah.
knew what the content was about, and I just told him, yo, this is the beat,
Right.
and I knew he liked it, and I just told him what the content should be about the song, and he ran with it.
That song's just fire. Like,
There's just a lot of congratulations
Yeah.
in order, right?
Yeah. no,
oh,
for sure.
speaking of big congratulations, shouts out to you and you know your daughter.
Yeah,
on the way.
yeah, I got a baby girl on the way, man. That's
That's
why
what's
I'm trying to go Wade harder. You feel me?
Hey.
This man got the drop.
We gotta keep him. Yeah, we gotta stay
Man,
around.
For real. We need another chair just for him.
Oh my God.
How
Yeah,
did,
any day, whenever y'all want to.
how did that make you feel?
Absolutely.
Did you really feel like
Uh,
once that
down in
happens,
the-
that makes you feel go harder?
Down
like,
in the DM was the craziest feeling, man. Like just literally seeing everything made from scratch, from the first drum to the whole crowd screaming lyric by lyric.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that whole feeling is so inspiring that's what I chase all the time, you know. Just
real.
feeling that again and
The victory.
Yeah, and even with Pose, I made that in Kendall. So to see all these people now and 10 million plus streams, for me to do that by myself with my team from Kendall is just a big, you know, it's a big milestone
for sure.
Well, I
because
don't
it
know.
just I could do it from anywhere. I just need people to kind of trust my ear, you know.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty motivated, you know,
Nah, for sure.
by your experience and just your tenacity to say, I'm just gonna step out no matter what, you know, no matter how many no's I get, you know. I think that's pretty dope, and we can keep asking questions on and on and on.
Yes,
but
we
you guys
can.
have, yeah. All right. So before we go, you know, is there anything that you would like to tell the public, you know, about yourself that, you know, maybe we didn't get out there, but that you want them to know?
I mean, I come from a third world country and I follow my dream and I got to where I'm at today. So I feel like anything's possible for everybody. You just gotta stay focused, plan, and attack. And as long as you do that, you can do anything. And then shout out my team, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out the
Shout
whole
out my
CMG.
whole
Yes,
team,
CMG in the building.
DXT, friends and family. You already know. Like,
Breezy got me. I'm dropping the album. I'm not playing.
You gonna
let's
drop
go.
an album?
I'll produce the whole thing.
Oh Lord.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard a door open. Just
I
now.
did.
What's the budget?
Nah, man.
Okay.
Don't do me like that.
Wait, who do you have in the building with you today? I know you said, you know, you're
I
big on
got-
support.
yeah, I got
let them see them. We want to see their face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
shout out
Boy
to the
Lou
squad.
here.
Shout
Come
out to
here.
the
I got
squad,
Boy Lou and me, and
Yeah,
I got
look, they
my dog
smiling.
Gutter just touched down, man.
Where Gutter from?
He from down south. We're
Go
all
over
from
there,
down
y'all.
south.
Kendall in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all from down south? Oh,
My
y'all from
dog
down
Boy
south?
Lou, he helped me with a lot. With 55 bags, and you know we got a studio down south. He got going, and we just we be working. This is my team. I just wanna.
Y'all proud of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Always,
sure.
Yeah.
Takes it to the next level. He brought me out. He brought me out for a couple years now. Flew me everywhere. First saw a whole bunch
Sorry.
of places. Then seen everything. Been in rooms with Kanye West, Kim Kardashian.
How
Yeah.
did-
50,000.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh,
stories. That's the
wait,
thing.
wait,
Y'all
wait,
gotta
let him
y'all
cut
gotta
to the
ask the
mic.
right questions.
Wait, let
boy.
him cut to the mic.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We gotta hear you.
Oh yeah, so yeah, no, I mean, we've done a lot. We've traveled. He's taken me different places. We done set up camps of songwriters in LA, and he brought his best
Dang,
people together,
he
and I
said
brought
us
my
that.
best people together, and we was writing for Kanye West. We literally signed paperwork.
No.
And
Yeah.
we was working on.
Well, yeah, Gotti was out there working with
Nice.
with Kanye, and they Kanye heard what Gotti was working on. He asked who's producing that, and he said us. So he had everybody come out, and we were just in the same studio working for a whole week. So yeah, it was mad inspiring.
Man,
I brought
that's-
everybody on my team, so it was a big moment for us. Just being around Kanye.
I like that though. Like
Yeah.
you're not leaving any
That's
man
what's up.
behind.
Nah, always.
Nah, for
That's
sure.
That's what I do it for, man. Either for us to get to the top or inspire the next people, but I'm gonna make sure everybody eat.
Yeah,
Like,
because it
Everybody.
looks like
Team is everything,
everyone that's a part of your team has some type of special skill or trade or something that they do.
yeah, we're all creative. There's
'cause,
no.
when he's
yeah.
mentioned about the writing, I can only imagine what everyone else
Creative
does.
/ security.
Hey. Look, they
playing.
serious with it though.
Nah.
You laugh, they like, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Everybody. CMG coming soon. Stop
Yeah,
playing with me.
right.
Like, I'm gonna rep it real hard.
Get this man a hoodie.
Right? On deck.
All right. So y'all can go back on the other side. We
Yeah.
just want to see y'all real quick.
So show the
Appreciate
team.
Shout
y'all.
out to the
Yes,
team.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm just letting y'all know, people who watching this, they was in the cut, like big bodies.
I
Stop
know.
playing,
I
right?
love
Just in
it,
case
though.
anything went down, they're like, we
I
here.
love it though, man. That support is like everything.
Nah, yeah, I do it for my team and my family for sure. And thank you guys for having me here too, because
Hey,
this
man,
is
we appreciate you.
this is big for me too. Just being a part of what you guys got going on, and anything Dwayne Wade or anybody part of that has going on. So to me, it's an honor, you know.
We appreciate the love from you, bro. For sure.
No, for sure. Whenever you guys want me to come through, I'll drop some gems, you know.
There it is.
The door is always open, brother.
Him up. He dropping gems.
Look.
Pocket them.
We're about to go set up a session right now, right quick.
Yeah, right. I got bars for days. I better stop playing with me.
Oh my God! Thank you again, really and truly, so much for joining us today. We were able to just tap on the inside of who you were, and I don't know. For me, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely can't judge a book by its cover, no
if
matter
y'all
where it
didn't
come
know,
from.
y'all better give Kendall and all the down south they respect.
Yeah,
man, there's a lot of talent, man.
We on the map. If we weren't, now we on the map, right?
Now y'all really know Kendall on the map. Big K.
Of course, bro. When people see what you've done, you know, they're Kendall right now.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Going crazy.
That lets them know, like, hey, listen, we can make it out of here.
What you said, only 20 minutes from the airport, only 30 minutes from the beach?
Yeah.
Come on, and I'm really from the street.
Come on. No, tell them.
They don't know.
Drop that flex bomb.
They don't know.
All right, guys. You already know. If you've heard it around the world, you probably heard it here first, right on WadeDifferent.
Yes,
I'm your
ma'am.
girl, Njie Sabik.
Is Luke No Skywalker.
It's your boy Mike on the mic, soon to be CMG. Stop playing.
Lord.
And it's your boy CMG Breezy.
Hey.
And we way different.
Way different. Way.
And we out.
We outta here.